Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news on and this is the first news on today's newspaper front page down on today's Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news on 12th April newspaper front page dawn. Plan to form South Punjab as a separate zone gets Imran's nod. Region may be given Punjab's 32% government job quota. 5 developed departments to be run from Lahore by Mansoor Malik. Lahore. Prime Minister Imran Khan has given the nod to a plan envisaging development of South Punjab as a separate administrative zone in the province with an all-powerful secretariat to tackle issues ranging from lack of resources to underrepresentation of the region's populace in public sector jobs. The Premier, during his April 9 visit to Lahore, reportedly also gave his consent to amend the Punjab Civil Secretariat Act 1974 and to carry out necessary legislation to allow 32% job quota for South Punjab proportionate to the region's population percentage in the province. The South Punjab Secretariat, comprising 15 departments, had been under criticism since their inception in September 2020, as the Punjab government had failed to give any transition plan and to transfer the due administrative power to the administrative secretaries posted there on a double salary package. For South Punjab, the first additional Chief Secretary and additional Inspector General of Police were appointed in June 2020. The secretariats came under wider public scanner when the government withdrew two notifications issued on March 29 and March 30, respectively, regarding rollback of these establishments. While the rules of business had been formulated in December 2020, they were never notified. Eventually, Punjab Chief Minister Usman Buzdar had to himself appear before the media to claim that the issuance of the notification was a technical mistake and human error, withdrawing both orders. The issuance and withdrawal of erroneous notifications, however, proved a blessing in disguise as it made the Punjab government take all necessary measures it had been reluctant to take for the past 7 months. The plan that got the Prime Minister's nod was prepared by Punjab Finance Minister Hashim Jawan Bakht, led a ministerial committee after discussing the issue and marking all the hurdles that had so far been delaying vital decisions and measures. It was presented before Mr. Khan during his last visit to Lahore. Prime Minister was informed that the poverty rate in South Punjab was twice as much as in rest of the province, as the region had been given only 17% of the development share despite having 32% of the population of the province. In his presentation, Mr. Bakht said Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government had allocated a minimum guaranteed annual development program ADP share of 32% and ring-fenced the allocation by the provincial cabinet. Also, the budgeting format was being revisited to ensure transparency in spending, he said, adding that a separate ADP book would be published for the South Punjab region in the upcoming budget. While talking to Dawn, the finance minister later said, and the premier was briefed that the main reason for vacant posts, inadequate service delivery, and underutilization of funds in South Punjab was that the human resources which were supposed to perform all those functions did not represent the region well. The minister suggested that amendment needed to be made in the Punjab Civil Servant Act 1974 Act 8 of 1974 to allocate a quota for the region in the public sector jobs through provincial legislation, as all the provinces except Punjab had the powers to allocate jobs on a zonal regional basis. He explained that Balochistan had seven zones, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa five, and Sindh had two zones. He proposed that the South Punjab region be given 32% job quota in line with its population base. The rest of Punjab would have 68% job quota. The minister said and the chief secretary and the additional chief secretary, South Punjab, would give final touches to the detailed rules of business under the oversight of the ministerial committee at the earliest. He said a PCI or PC1 would be developed to offer technical assistance to all the departments being moved into South Punjab secretariats to ensure a South transition and meet operational challenges. The ministerial committee would submit a final draft to the chief minister within a week for approval of the cabinet, he added. The finance minister said there was a suggestion develop, that the devolved departments such as finance, planning and development, law, services, and general administration, as well as home department, be reverted back to Lahore to be run at the central level, and their devolution could be reconsidered in a second phase. The ministerial committee will be in the amended rules of business so that which departments could be run in South region and which ones may be kept in Lahore to take centralized decisions, Mr. Bakht said. Regarding the finance department devolution, the minister said he was evaluating the plan and a decision would be taken soon. Besides the five departments that might be moved back to Lahore, the provincial government had created livestock and dairy development, agriculture, health, education, wildlife and fisheries, and irrigation, housing, urban development, and public health, engineering, HUD, and PHE, Board of Revenue, Communication and Works, Local Government, and community development in the South Secretariats. The Punjab government also has plans to initiate work for the construction of new buildings for the secretariats in Multan and Bahawalpur in the current fiscal year. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.